Hey guys, John here comes to you with my very first Nendoroid review. Here I have for you today Sonic the Hedgehog. So let's jump right in and have a closer look at his packaging. Packaging wise, Sonic comes in a fairly large Nendoroid series Windows style box. As you guys can see here, compared to a SH Figuarts Mario box, it is quite big. Of course, we have the Nendoroid series logo at the top here with the Sonic the Hedgehog logo at the bottom here. Of course, we also have the licensed by Sega sticker. All the way around the box we have some Japanese writing since this is a Japanese import figure. At the top, the bottom and on the sides of the box we have some images of Sonic, and that continues on to the actual back of the box with his accessories. At the bottom here we have warnings and credits. Inside this box we get a clamshell packaging of Sonic and all of his accessories, as you guys can see. And of course we also get some handy dandy instructions if you may need it. So now let's jump right in and have a closer look at the figure himself. So here we have Sonic right out of packaging. Now as you guys can clearly see, he looks fantastic! First things first though, he doesn't seem to depict any certain type of Sonic, but is more of an amalgamation of both the modern and classic Sonic, which I quite like. Obviously gaming characters always have to evolve during the years just to stay on top, and that's what Sonic has been doing. So now let's jump right in and have a closer look at all of his details. As you guys can clearly see, he is a very simplistic figure, which I quite like. I like the really matted paint for the body, comparing to the glossy shoes and glossy nose. I think that makes a really nice contrast. The paint is brilliant. They use really bright colors, really deep for the blue. As you guys can see, that's all the way around, and really bright for the shoes, as you guys can see, with the yellow and red. I think that just looks fantastic. Obviously, mixture of both Sonics. He has the modern eyes that we see nowadays, but he has kind of the body of the classic, which is a little bit more shorter. His legs are a little bit short. His belly is kind of just a little bit more round and fatter, which I quite like. It makes him look really, really cute, while now he has really long, slender legs, which is kind of strange for a hedgehog, but oh well. Yeah, I guess he really exercised quite a lot and had a little bit of growth spurt. His spikes at the back is really, really awesome as well. It's not really spiky at all. It's kind of rounded edges, so it's not dangerous. So I guess you can give this to a kid. They did a fantastic job with his nose as well, using the glossy paint, and that is also a little handle that I used to remove his face just to exchange or mix around the facial expression. So that's nicely done, because that would have been a little bit tricky. Articulation wise, he has rotation in the head. He can look down quite a bit. He can look up quite a bit, so that's awesome. Better than the SH Figuarts Mario. He doesn't have really much movement in his head as all. We have 360 in the arm itself. It doesn't go out, unfortunately, and we have 360 in the hand itself, and that tilts as well. We have leg motion, so that goes up like that, it goes all the way back like that, so really, really great articulation in the legs. And of course we have the 360 in the legs or the feet themselves, and they can tilt a little bit, not too much. So overall articulation, it's very simple with these kind of figures since they are such a small scale, but for what they are and the size they are, I think they really packed in great stuff in there. Height-wise, compared to some of these Smash Bros competitors, Nendoroid Sonic here stands tall at 3.9 inches, right next to SH Figuarts Mario, who stands about the same height. The Mega Man stands 4.2, Figma Pit stands 4.7, Figma Link stands 5.4, and at a whopping 6 inches is Figma Samus. Even though all these figures are made from a variety of companies, I think they stand in perfect scale, and I think they look fantastic next to each other. So now let's jump right in and have a closer look at all of Sonic's accessories. Accessories wise, Sonic comes with a gold mine. As you guys can clearly see, he's modeling for you his default hands that he comes packaged with, but he also has 2 clenched fists, 1 pointing finger, and 1 thumbs up. These 2 last ones are only restricted to his left arm though. He has 3 interchangeable faces, 2 looking to the left. His default one is a nice smirk. He has a nice grin on this one, and he's looking straight forward with a frown on the last. He has also a bent elbow and a bent leg. The bent elbow is restricted to his left arm, and the bent leg is restricted to his right. He has so much more accessories, so let's jump in. He also has this green Chaos Emerald, really nicely molded in this translucent green. He also has a stand, also with the ring. I think that's fantastic. It has a hole underneath here. I think the emerald looks really, really nice, really real as well. Super fancy. I feel super rich holding that. He also has this nice gold ring. I think this could have been done better. I think maybe going with a translucent would have been awesome, but I guess this one is a little bit more accurate to how we see it. That as well goes with the stand and has a hole underneath. I think that's just brilliant. He has a checkpoint, which is a nice display piece. It doesn't really do anything, just for looks, I guess, and this is kind of made out of a little bit of a rubbery material, but I wouldn't go, breaking that if I were you. We also get an item capsule with lots of items. As you guys can see, it's really awesome accessory. You can open it up, put in different items. Obviously here we have the 20 rings. We also have the life, the extra life. We have the power shoes, or the power sneakers. We have the invincibility, and we have the shield, which I think is so awesome. What you do is just open that up, open this up, chuck in a new one. Super simple. And of course we also get the default Nendoroid stand, which is awesome as well, since I haven't ever had one of these and I think it's pretty cool. So now let's gear Sonic up. So here we have Sonic looking very happy with one golden ring in one hand and his green Chaos Emerald in the other. Interchanging all of his little pieces is quite easy, since this Sonic figure can come apart quite easily. As you guys can see, pop off his head, his arm, his hand themselves. You can pop off his leg, and you can pop off his shoe as well. So overall you can really end up with just the Sonic stomach if you really want it to be like that. It's not to the point of being annoying though, since it does go back on really easily. Something I really like about this figure as well is that each individual hand has its own ball peg. I think that is really cool, and I haven't seen that done ever before, and just seems really generous. So here we have Sonic's signature look, which is of course him running! Using the bent limbs in the pack, they look incredible. They're super easy to put in, just like the others. I do wish that he did come with more faces looking straight forward, because I think that looks really good, but unfortunately that is not the case. The ones he does come with are pretty good though. I also included the item capsule of course, because I think that is the best accessory he comes with. It's really awesome. Overall, I am really happy with this figure. He has fantastic aesthetics, pretty good articulation for his size, and comes with a crap ton of accessories, which is totally awesome. I do wish they did continue on with this line, including characters such as Knuckles, Tails, Amy, Cream, who is my personal favorite, but unfortunately that is not the case, and I don't think they will do anything like that anytime soon, since this figure is a little bit older and we haven't really seen anything from the Sonic universe in the Nendoroid line since. But at the end of the day, I am really impressed with this figure. He fits right on in with the Smash Bros figures that I have, and I think he is amazing. I highly recommend him for any Sonic fans, Smash Bros fans, or video game enthusiasts in general, and until next time, I will see you guys soon. Bye!